Hey everyone, it's Rose and I'm outside today, so Cher's out running in the yard. But today I wanted to do the video where I answer some of your questions about Cher and myself, and then in the next video I will talk to you all about the questions that you guys had in regards to more of the PT stuff, as far as like the exercises and the stretches and things like that. Last night, my boyfriend and I went to Halloween Horror Nights, so we were there. We didn't get home till like 1 in the morning, so I've just been trying to kind of relax all day, so I thought this would be a good video to kind of get out for you guys for today, and then I'll do the other video in regards to physical therapy for my next video. I also wanted to mention I've kind of been following all of the Amberlyn Reed stuff, and she put out a mukbang today where she was eating an entire rotisserie chicken, and I didn't feel right reacting to it. I've said in comments to people before, I only want to react to Amberlyn when I can find something constructive to say, and I don't know that I'd have something constructive to say about showing yourself with a whole rotisserie chicken sitting in front of you. So that's, I'm not going to react to it. There will be other people, I'm sure, that will react to it, so you can go check those ones out instead of mine. First question I will talk about: what video games do I like? Everyone keeps pointing out the GameCube in the back of my videos. It's my boyfriend's GameCube, but I was like, when I first moved down to Florida, my cousin who lives with me, we would get on the GameCube and play Mario Kart Double Dash for like hours. I love that game. I love Mario Kart. I love mostly any of the Mario games. Mario Party. I don't play a ton of video games, so everyone's gonna come for me for that, I bet. But I'm really just mostly into Mario Kart because it's a game that's easy. The controls are easy, and I understand it. I also used to play some hardcore Super Smash Bros. Back in the day on N64. Have I always had bangs? I hope you can hear me with all this wind. I have not always had bangs. I got these bangs cut shortly before I started my YouTube channel. I was always really afraid to get bangs because it's like a ton of commitment to like do my hair every day. But I actually really like them. I think it turns my square face shape into more of an oval one, or like, I think it helps my face shape a lot. Would I ever get more pets? Absolutely. When I move into this new house, my boyfriend has a cat that's going to be coming to live with us, but I'm also interested in getting more dogs at some point. I've been really spoiled with Cher because she was so well trained when I got her. And she doesn't take like a ton of effort. She's just a really easy dog to get along with. She's pretty laid back, so I've been spoiled. So I'm afraid to get another dog for fear it's going to be like a really high maintenance dog that's going to just need a lot from me and, destroy my house. Cher's so laid back that like I come home and the house is fine. I'm just afraid to leave the house with another dog that's like super high energy and it just be destroyed. How did I become interested in physical therapy? So when I was in first grade, the aunt that I spent a majority of my childhood with had a stroke. And so I spent a lot of time at the nursing home with her going to therapy. I just kind of really enjoyed it. I've always really liked helping people. And I knew I didn't want to go be a doctor, and I knew I didn't want to go be a nurse because I hate blood. And my aunt is a speech therapist, so I had contemplated speech therapy for a while and then landed on physical therapy, and that's kind of just what I stuck with. I had wanted to be a physical therapist since like 9th grade. So it worked out really well, and I really like what I do, so I'm thankful for that. How do I get Cher to lay on the bed for every video? Now we'll start talking about Cher. How do I get her to lay on the bed for every video? Like I said, she's super laid back. She's one of those dogs that's really happy just being with you. So if you're in a room, she'll lay next to you, and pretty much that's how she spends the majority of her day. It's really sad. I adopted her when she was 5. She's 7 now, and whoever had her before me I think she led a pretty, I'm gonna start crying. I think she led a pretty hard life before she was with me. And she doesn't really know how to play, which is sad. If I take her out in the yard, like I can run, like I'll run around with her and she'll like run for me and like chase me and stuff, but that's kind of the extent of playing that she knows. She doesn't play with toys. When I first got her, she didn't really know, I had toys for her and she didn't know what to do with them. So it's sad, but I mean, I think she's happy just being with you, laying in a room. So that's how I can get her just to lay back in the background for the majority of my videos. There have been times that people have caught me editing because she'll start like licking herself in the back of the videos, and I'll have to like be like, Cher, stop, so I can keep going. And people have caught me editing that out. So I mean, her favorite things are eating and sleeping, just like me. So that's why we get along so well. And then the last thing that I got that was kind of in regards to just like about my life and Cher. There's Cher right now, eating grass, of course. Cher story. So I adopted her from a rescue 2 years ago. I got her in July 2 years ago, 2017. And I had actually gone to the shelter to look at a full-bred German Shepherd because I really wanted a German Shepherd. And when I went, the dog that they had came in as a stray and was just kind of really wild and rambunctious. And because I didn't know the backstory and I didn't know if he was very well trained, because what I was looking for, I was working as a physical therapist and I was working 10-hour shifts, so I didn't have a ton of time to like train a dog or make constant stops at my house to make sure that the dog was getting out regularly. And so I went and I looked at him and I was like, I don't know that I think he's too much for what I'm looking for right now. And the lady who was great at the shelter was like, we have another Shepherd mix that I could show you if you're interested. And I was like, sure. So they brought Cher out, and Cher doesn't look anything like a German Shepherd. So I was like, okay. And then I was like, also this dog's name is Cher. What a weird name for a dog. But I fell in love with her because she was just like, she came right up to me, let me pet her, and was just super laid back. Like just kind of ran around the yard and didn't do anything. This last dog, the dog that I went in to look at was like tagging the entire yard. And all I could think in my mind was like, that's my couch. That's my recliner. Like just thinking he was going to absolutely destroy my house. I had to go through like this whole application process and get approved. I had to give them references and everything. And I got approved and I brought her home. And yeah, it's been really great ever since. She can open my fridge, so I have to like child safety lock my fridge every day so that she doesn't get in. But more interesting facts about Cher. Someone pointed out in one of my comments, they were asking if it was named after like Cher, like Sonny and Cher, or Cher from Clueless. And I never even thought about Cher from Clueless because it makes so much more sense because she was blonde and Cher's blonde. Because I like didn't get why someone would name Cher, my dog Cher, because she was blonde, not black. But that makes more sense. So maybe the person that named her originally named her after Cher from Clueless. So when I got her, she was missing. Her teeth on the bottom are like gnawed. I guess what happened was that whoever had her before me crated her and she freaked out. So she was missing part of her teeth on the bottom and she is missing half a tail. She injured it in her crate and they had to amputate part of it. And so I got her, and so I feed her like a mixture of wet food and dry food because it's easier for her to chew. And I know that wet food isn't the best for dogs, but I have like this mouthwash that I give her after every time I feed her to keep her teeth as clean as I can. And recently in June, I had to have some of her teeth extracted because they were, really worn down and stuff. But she does great despite all that. I used to take her to doggy daycare and they really enjoyed her because, again, she's just so laid back and easy to get along with and easy to take care of. Someone was asking me if I run with her or if I take her for walks. I take her for walks because it's hard for me to take her for walks because she's so protective. Like, if there's someone that comes in my house that she doesn't know, we spend about 5 minutes of her barking at them before she'll calm down. And so if I take her on walks and there's another dog or there's another person, she's like immediately barking at them, because she is so protective of me. That's another thing, like going into the vet's office, she scares all the vets because she's so protective of me that she's like barking at them when they come in the room. So I don't take her on runs because I wouldn't be running very far before I would have to stop to let her bark at something. What else about Cher might you guys be interested in knowing? Oh, when I moved to Florida, I was driving a Jeep and I had it packed to the brim with all of my stuff because that's all I could bring down to Florida. And she had to sleep on top of like I had my clothes in totes and stuff, and I also had them in like vacuum sealed bags, like the shrinker bags, to get as much in my car as I could. And she like literally slept on top of one of the shrinker bags. It was so funny. She did so well. It was like an 18-hour drive and she did so well. She loves car rides. So I'll put a picture in, if I can find the picture I took of her on top of all of my stuff in the back of my Jeep. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else about Cher. She's 7, I already said that. Yeah, she's just a great dog. I'm gonna see if I can flip this so I can, there she is. Cher! Sit. Oh, she's also like super well trained. When I got her, I was lucky enough to have her be super well trained. Cher, sit. Cher. Shake. Good girl. Yeah, she's super smart. I got very lucky. I would say if you want to go in and adopt a dog, which is the way that I would do it, just ask the person that's showing you the dogs, you know, enough questions that you have enough information about the dog that you want. And if there's something specific you're looking for, make sure they know that, because that's what I told them. I was like, I really want a laid back dog, and that's what she said. She said this dog is super laid back. She'd be happy to just be outside, you know, with you and laying next to you. And that's, you know, what I got. She's just super happy to be, you know, in the same room with me or outside with me, just laying and chilling. Alright guys, so I think that's going to do it for today's video. I just want to say thanks everybody for watching. Thank you for subscribing and being interested in what I have to say. Thanks for being interested in, you know, Cher and myself, and, you know, even bothering to ask questions or interested in my life at all. So I'll see what Amber keeps putting out, and I'll react as I find it appropriate. Again, there's just been so much happening that I don't feel comfortable reacting to right now. I have a ton of videos planned that aren't Amber related, so my next video will be answering the questions. I did order a camera, so that's coming, so it'll be a little bit easier for me to do, like showing you guys exercises and stuff like that. I've gotten a lot of questions about different kinds of exercises, and I do plan to do an empty house tour. The closing date is the 30th. I start my new job tomorrow, so have some patience with me in getting new videos out. I'm driving quite a ways to get to this new job before I move, so my nights are not going to be as free as they are right now. I'm going to do a clean eating video as well, and then I'm sure as I show you guys exercises and stuff and answer the questions in the next video, you guys will have more questions for me, so I'll, you know, just keep answering questions as I get them. If there's anything I didn't answer in the video, leave it below and I'll try to get back to you guys. Again, I am getting a lot of comments, so I'm not getting back to everyone like I used to be able to. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in seeing more from Cher and myself, please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you get notified when I upload. I always leave my Twitter and Instagram link down below, so you can follow me over there if you'd like. Thank you all again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.